This group of MPs drove around the country to the prison and hospital in a desperate search for MPs' signatures to recall the August House from recess to discuss the arrest of their colleagues over comments they made following the death of Butaleja MP Cerinah Nebanda. But their efforts have yielded no fruit after the Speaker of Parliament, Speaker Kadaga, threw out their petition. Kadaga has rejected the petition on grounds that it does not meet the constitutional requirement of 1/3 of all members of Parliament after about 11 lawmakers withdrew their signatures. Article 95 subsection 5 of the Constitution requires 1/3 of all MPs, which is 125, to sign a petition to the Speaker to recall Parliament. The petitioners had collected 127 signatures, but it suffered a setback after about 11 MPs wrote to the Speaker to withdraw their signatures. In a reply dated 15th January to the petitioners, Kadaga states that though Rule 20 of the Rules of Procedures of Parliament is silent on the withdrawal of signatures, it is in her opinion that they can be withdrawn as long as he has not yet acted upon the petition. In her letter, I quote, "It is also my view that if the withdrawal of signatures leads to the remaining to fall below those set by the Constitution for such a petition, then it becomes ineligible for further processing." She adds, "I find that the petition does not meet the requirements as set out in Article 95 subsection 5 of the Constitution and Rule 20 of the Rules of Procedures of Parliament of Uganda, and I am therefore unable to act on the petition we submitted to my office." But the petitioners are protesting the Speaker's ruling.
The constitutional provision is clear. As long as the 1/3 have signed and submitted their signatures to the Speaker, she has no room, she has no discretion but to summon Parliament. We shall not condone an abuse and blatant breach of the provisions of the Constitution.
However, government is in support of the Speaker's ruling.
There is no provision in the law that prohibits one from withdrawing his signature. There is nothing. And I believe that's why the Speaker is given about 21 days within which to convince herself that Parliament should be recalled, because that gives opportunity to somebody who may have been misled to go and withdraw his or her signature.
The Speaker did not, however, disclose the MPs who withdrew their signatures.
When they said that there are MPs who petitioned the Speaker to withdraw their signatures before we petitioned her, we need to know the names. Who are those MPs?
The lawmakers who looked discouraged after receiving the letter from Kadaga think government could use this precedence to undermine the work of the legislature.
Means that even during committees, after I have signed maybe a committee report, I can still withdraw my signature from the committee report. So we need to seek interpretation from the Constitutional Court on how the withdrawal of signatures is facilitated.
Since it is at the Speaker's discretion to recall or not to recall Parliament, it remains unclear whether the MPs will succeed in their petition at the Constitutional Court. Agnes Nandutu, NTV, Parliament.